me cause that blame she can't count on him. She try to be nosy and hit up my ex, she like, girl, you can count on him.
Hey, hey, we need more, tell them we need more. Putting numbers on the board, let them keep a score. Hey, 16 cars in my front yard. Hey, 30 on my wrist, one point to God.
Big numbers, 100-minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, whole team counted, that's a big number. Big numbers, 100-minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, blue hunts, whole team counting, that's a big number.
S-T-R-O. Yeah.
How many of y'all came to win?
Oh, they asking my name, huh?
You ready?
S-T-R-O. I ain't come to play with you.
Yeah.
Life challenging, but I wouldn't trade with you. It's early, I'm up.
Yeah.
I can't spend the day with you. I'm minding my business. I ain't getting paid with you. My color bright.
Yeah.
I ain't finna fade with you. Man, I gotta come clean like I'm made with you. I've been on my everybody drop when I drop. Look at shorty, she support ride. Lifting up, never not on my grind. New York City time. Another brother better, you will never find. I've been in my bag like groceries. Competition shouldn't take shots, take notes, please. Reporting live from the winter side. Ready to try, keep a different vibe. Is you down the ride, never tired. You will never know, you ain't never tried. Work it out, hit the gym, hit the field, hit the wind. Hey yo, I need that. Big chips, man, I need that. Hustle hard, on the job, you can see that. On my head is real good, we don't need your feedback. They clear the way when my crew coming through. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Now what I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Yeah. Beats, leave it in the street, case on the news.
What I do? Lace up my shoes, chase W's. Great colored coops. Oh no, I can't be number 2. MVP the league most valuable. They sweet as apple juice. Talking trophies, I done grabbed a few. Can't match this attitude. I wear my heart on my sleeve, please. I move like the wind, can't catch this breeze. Freeze. Stop you in your tracks. There's not no preseason. We seeking W's like Tupac used to throw up. Forget it, might as well forfeit. Your team shouldn't even show up. What you wanna be when you grow up? They used to ask me. Naturally, I chose an athlete. Competition never matched me. We ain't go together like camouflage and polka dots. Focus on your position, just know your spot. Sure, don't stop. It's a long season. They planning on winning for the wrong reasons. Trying to get my number retired. Can't let these frauds beat us. I figured out the recipe. Never let opponents get the best of me. I'm focused on my legacy.
I need that. Big chips, man, I need that. Hustle hard, on the job, you can see that. On my head is real good, we don't need your feedback. They clear the way when my crew coming through. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Now what I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Yeah. Beats, leave it in the street, case on the news.
Tell me what you want, what you need. Tell me what you wanna give. How much blood would you bleed? I'ma tell you I'm a misconceiver. I'm a believer. Someone better kick my fever. Tell me it's 100 degrees underneath my whole flesh. Everyone tells me it's a bit of a mess. I'ma tell the risk I was never at the end. I would never get the off my chest though. I'm forgetful. Someone better tell me I was always on the edge. Overstay your bearings, I would never underestimate. Oh barely, my bets are off. Everything was better off. Oh barely, my bets are off. Everything was better off. Take your eyes off me, don't want to see me when I'm gone. More Yeah.
Okay, Coach, this storied franchise in Dallas and their fans are hungry and hopeful to add another championship banner in the rafters as we settle in for some playoff football at AT&T Stadium. Ahead, we'll decide the second entrant to next week's NFC title game as we've got a great one in store between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Dallas Cowboys.
Buddy up! 45 to Mike. 1, 2, 3.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Quick throw, and it's caught by Gallup. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That's good for 28 yards. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 47. Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the Bucs' 49-yard line.
Come on, set. Let's go. You're out. Let's go, baby. They turn over. Get that ball. Get that ball. Shut up.
On second down, it's Elliott. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
And the line to gain here is the 37 on third down.
It's our time.
From the gun, it's Jackson. Looking deep in the direction of Cooper. He rifles one that's intercepted. Vernon Hargraves with a pick. Cooper was the intended target. They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
Winston and the Bucs take over now 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line. Now the first carry for Ronald Jones. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field of the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside.
And his first carry, he loses the football.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. To throw is Winston. It's caught by Mike Evans. His first catch of the divisional round goes for a first down. He had 5 catches last week in their wild card win. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Winston, a handoff. This is Jones. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
Wait.
Jameis to throw it. There's the Penn State man. It's Chris Godwin. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a first down as well. Really been an ideal start for them. They get the turnover on the opening possession. Now here they are moving the ball straight down the field on their first drive.
And that feels good, but you know on their side of the field, all they're thinking is finish this drive off because they took it away, right? So now you got them back on their heels a little bit. Now go down, put a touchdown on them. Look out. You've won the mental battle early in the game, and that may carry over for you.
Ready? Set 125. 50 seconds. Mike. Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
On second down, it's Jones. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he's got some space here. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line. A nice pickup of 6 there to get him closer to the end zone, and it'll be second and goal. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's second and goal. They'll try and run it in with Jones. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a third down. Line of scrimmage at the 4. Here's third and goal. Here's Jones. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Things could just not have started any better for them. They get the turnover, the football right away, able to capitalize on offense for 6.
And we're talking about setting a tone in any game, right? The first points of a ball game. How about during the playoffs? Vitally important. And they've done that in this one.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They trail here early in this division round game as they seek a spot in the NFC title bout. A first down carried by Elliott doesn't amount to much as he'll get forward for about a couple. Shaquille Barrett in on the tackle.
It's second and 8 at the 27-yard line.
The last run got a couple. Here's second and 8.
Check 9. 45. Mike, 45.
Here's Jackson to throw. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. Amari Cooper, his intended receiver, and that takes us from second to third down.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. On the counter, Elliott. A great effort there to shed the contact, and it helps him pick up the first. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving. A tough run by Ezekiel Elliott, the 4th overall pick in the 2016 draft.
If you watch tape of him in college, you saw plenty of those runs because I know the highlights showed him in the open field breaking away from people, but that's how he wore down defenses, those exact type of runs.
Boy, the run on first down, a disaster as he's tackled well behind the line of scrimmage. So a loss of 5, and it'll be second down. on 2nd and 15 now. Jackson. And that'll be incomplete.
He's thrown one interception already, and that doesn't necessarily mean the rest of the game is going to go like that. But it does seem that he's a little bit off in his approach to this one.
Yeah, it does, and that was a risky throw right there.
Got to be careful about taking care of the ball, making sure you get back within yourself. I mean, those mechanics that they work on all the time, they're there for a reason. Kind of get back to those and maybe tamp it down a little bit.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Check 45. It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
From the gun, Jackson. And that is incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
This is taken at the 15. 12 yards on the return that time. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. Look, they're on the road, so getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
Byron Jones in there to make the tackle. Ready for the 2nd quarter, and it's our visitors with the football as they've got a 2nd and 8 forthcoming. 2nd quarter now, and it's Buccaneer football as they've got a 2nd and 8 forthcoming. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go. Green, come with me. 54's Mike. 54's Mike.
Winston now, looking downfield for Godwin. And it's knocked away and incomplete. The intended target was Chris Godwin, and now it's 3rd down.
How about this offense already feeling good about themselves with a touchdown already in their first drive? They've certainly come out firing, even though that one was incomplete.
With the 7-0 lead, more apt to take a shot like that downfield?
Hey, you're 1 to the good. Go ahead and try and press your advantage.
57's the mic. Watch 57.
On 3rd down, Winston. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off at the 48, and he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
A first down carry by Elliott. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. He lost 6 there on the first down play.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage.
45.
Now on 2nd and 16, Jackson letting one fly deep for Cooper. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. It's a big play for the Cowboys on 3rd. 42 yards. A first opportunity in the red zone for the Cowboys. They've got it 1st and goal at the 6. Now Elliott. And he will take it in for a Cowboy score. A 5-yard touchdown run as they are now on the board here in the first half. Nice job of polishing off that drive, but all the credit there goes to that play prior.
Yeah, it certainly does, because after that big play, I think resistance almost felt futile at that point, didn't it? And the very next play, they come right back, quick, fast, and in a hurry, and put it in the end zone.
And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. And they try to sweep to Jones. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. The Bucs on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 14.
5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. 50 seconds. Come on. You better break. I'm letting you know. Where we go?
From the shotgun, it's Winston. Flushed out right. Going up top for Miller. Incomplete. He had his hands on it but couldn't pick it. But it's now 4th down.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
They hold him to only 2 there on the screen. It's 2nd down.
At the 35-yard line.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. They'll try the right side with Elliott. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well.
Coming this way. Here we go. 45, 45, 45, Mike, 45. It's a party now.
On 3rd down, Jackson. And he'll have his man. That's Cooper. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a 1st down.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. 1st down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 45-yard line.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
There you go. Switch.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46.
Complete to Michael Gallup. A gain of 9 brings up 3rd and 1.
The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation.
Crunch. Switch it. Come on, switch it. Jam it. 45 to Mike. 45 to Mike.
Jackson from the shotgun. And he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup. third catch of this first half for him, and this one is a first down.
Timing is everything, and they work on this cut all the time. They work on all the timing patterns, and this time it paid off for them. Worked him to the center of the field, cut it to the outside, ball's delivered, gets both feet down for the completion.
This quarterback now 6 of 10 in this first half. He's got his guys a first down here. A first down run for Elliott, not going to pan out. He'll, in fact, wind up losing a couple. A loss of 2 there, second down. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. On 2nd and 12, Jackson. Incomplete.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. The Cowboys on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. From the shotgun again to Elliott. And he'll go down to the ground at the 39, and obviously that's well short of the first. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yeah.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. First down, Winston. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. So he's 3 for 7 throwing the football right now. Not an awful start, but also not the sharpest of starts.
No, I would agree with that, but if you're a confident quarterback and to play that position you have to be, you just act like there's something wrong with the wind currents or something wrong with the ball. It is not you. Keep throwing. That timing usually develops. I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. To throw, Winston. He completes it to Evans. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. From the red zone now, Winston. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Mike Evans, the one he was looking for. And that'll bring up second down.
Quarterbacking 101. Never force the ball into double coverage, especially not this close to the goal line. The windows are so tight, you just don't want to force it in there because it could be tipped up and picked off.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Again, it's Winston. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Jalen Smith. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it. and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
And Ndamukong Suh makes the tackle.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd and 7, Jackson escaping the pressure right. And that is incomplete here.
No grounding call there. He had a receiver near the right sideline. It was pretty clear there. He just needed to get rid of that one.
And he did have a receiver in the area, but initially my view was obstructed, and I thought that was going to be grounding, but clearly the correct call made, and that is no call.
Is that why you threw your play sheet down? Is that why you did it? Was that the flag?
You can't be giving me up. I got a lot of issues up here in the booth. On 3rd down, Jackson. Vita Vea in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down.
Now this is where field awareness comes into play. He's getting perilously close to his own goal line, and after that sack, backed up to his own 2.
The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. Out now comes the Cowboys punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. So a short drop, but he's able to get it out, and this is a good kick. Great coverage there, holds him to a 2-yard return following a 50-yard punt. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 44. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
50 seconds to mine. 50 seconds to mine.
Here's Winston. He's going to throw one up for the end zone. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC Divisional Round matchup as we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have it.
And Jameis intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off Byron Jones. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
I don't think anyone in the building fooled right there, as that one is going to blow up in their faces. Boy, that is a 7-yard loss. 2nd down now.
Let's go. 60 out low. 45. Check pass. 61. Max box. Right.
Play action. Now Jackson. They'll let this go for the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Out of the gun, it's Elliott. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
The bottom line, tremendous starting field position, really squandered there as they wind up going backwards and then come up with just 3.
Well, getting the 3 turned out to be important. I can imagine the head coach when he ordered the field goal. Please salvage something out of this drive. That was not fun to watch.
This is fielded at the goal line. He'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
Here we go.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Airing this one out for Evans. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 22. And he'll take this all the way down inside the 40.
So that's back-to-back drives where they're throwing an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll try and get the running game going with Elliott. Now Pollard, and he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Jackson now. From the gun, he'll throw. Got his man there complete to Gallup. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. A gain there of 30 big ones.
That's a great job of working the sideline right there. I love how he tracked the football the whole way. Just reached up and pulled it in. Had excellent field presence to understand where he was in order to make that play happen.
They go play action now. Jackson, they'll roll him out right. And he's going to keep it here. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain.
Watch the pass. Watch the pass. Kill. Turn it.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Jackson. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Hunter Renfrow there to make the grab. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. Now Jackson operating from the gun. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That's fielded in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily when you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Not the start to the drive they were looking for. That run doesn't do much at all.
No, not at all, and it leaves them with 3rd and long. And you know, this is the time of game where these drives really, really start to matter. They've got to make some moves.
Check Mike 57. Easy. 57's the Mike. Watch 57. Here we go. 57. Mike.
Winston from the gun on 3rd down. He's going to look deep for Perriman. He's got a man. Complete. And all the way inside the 35 before he goes out of bounds. It's a big play there for the Buccaneers. 43 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. From the gun, Winston. And now here's another interception. Picked off by Mack Wilson. And they will finally stop him, but a great return. Gets that football all the way down to the 16-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran a wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
At the 19-yard line.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Jackson. And that's Elliott, complete. It's a 4-yard pickup, and they're going to face a 3rd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Well, good field position to start the drive, but under the gun now here on 3rd and 8. They'll run with Elliott. And the tackle made at the 13. He is well short of the 1st. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
So 3 field goals that he's hit now. This last one helps him stretch out the lead.
He's been solid, hasn't he? And he lives up to the adage that every offensive coach has ever said to us. We want to end every possession with a kick, right? For them, it's either extra point, field goal, or at worst, a punt. In this case, it's been 3s.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Winston. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. That's good for a Buccaneer first, a pickup of 12 yards.
First down, Tampa Bay.
Jameis now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. On play action, Winston airing this one out for Evans. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now, is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. Now, a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. To the air again with Winston. And Winston lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Cowboys will be backed up to start the drive. They'll have it 1st and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point
kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that. Super toe.
It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's third down.
Ready. 15 on it. Here we go. Kill. Hey, turn it up. Jack! He's crashing. He's checking crash. Sponge. No.
They go back to Elliott. He's been busy. And Elliott trying to work his way forward, but it looks like he did not make it. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. Out now comes the Cowboys punter as he's on here to punt it away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Now a first down carry by Jones. He'll get it inside the red zone, but only for a couple down to the 19. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Winston, and they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. 3rd and long for Winston. He sets up the screen to Jones. And he'll only get this to the 17, well shy of what he needed. They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on 4th. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the first down. In this case, it didn't happen.
4th down, Winston. Open man has got one. It's complete. The ball comes out, and this is going to kick out of bounds. Boy, a fortunate bounce or two there. They'll keep possession back inside the 10-yard line. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Now Jones. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Ronald Jones, his second touchdown of the afternoon, as they're now just an extra point away from getting back within one score. So a big play coming now for the Bucs as they'll go for 2.
Let's go, D.
They're going to run for it with Jones. And he will find the end zone again. So he gets the touchdown and the 2-point conversion. And that'll cut this deficit down a little bit further. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Wide, get wide. Kill them. Rush city weapon. Rush city front.
Off the play fake. Here's Jackson. The open man here, Renfro. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me. I'm going to keep firing.
Elliott, and not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. This a very important drive, and that incompletion leads to a very important 3rd down here if they're going to try and get the football back.
Yeah, getting it back, absolutely crucial to their chances to try and win this game. I would expect a lot of pressure here. They can't afford to let them continue to get first downs and eat away at the clock.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Now it's Jackson. Going to take a shot for Gallup. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline. You need to give the ball away here in the 4th quarter while you're just holding a slim lead. But that punt, absolutely ideal. They pin them inside the 5-yard line. They give their defense a really nice opportunity.
They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that'll make it 2nd and 12.
At the 2-yard line.
Ready? Black, we did that. 54. Hey, that's good. That's good.
Out of his end zone, Winston. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. And they're going to get the football just outside the 10 at the 11-yard line. From their own 2, Charles, they opted to throw it instead of run it. We saw the outcome.
And I think what a lot of teams count on is defenses to stack the line of scrimmage, trying to force a safety or force a turnover there. But if you've got a good defensive front, you just allow them to play the run and everyone else stays ready, and they were, and they picked that one off.
The Bucs going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts. That's going to be their 2nd. They'll be left with 1 more plus the 2-minute warning, and we'll be back. They go to Elliott again. Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. And now here comes the third of their timeouts defensively. So they'll be left with only the 2-minute warning to stop it from here on out. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Here's Elliott. And they'll get him down right around the 16. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave them with a 4th down.
A gain of only a yard. It's 4th down.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They're looking at a 4th down now as they try to hold on to this lead for dear life. Marr able to put this one through, and that will extend their lead even further. A big one there. That gives them a little cushion and makes it a 2-score game.
Yeah, let a little time off the clock, put some points on the board. It's not totally out of reach yet, but it has to feel pretty good to them right now because as a defender, you go out on the field and say, guess what? You can put some points on the board, but that won't beat us.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that? Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Chris Jones in there to drop him as that clock continues to run. Well, you don't usually get a sack from a nose tackle spot, but we got one there.
No, we don't, and a lot of the times in passing situations, they end up off the field anyway. So how happy was he to work his way?
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. They give him a gain of 38.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays? Let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain. First catch for him in these playoffs. He was held without one last week, but he's got a first down on that effort. A run there on first down and a pretty good one of 5 yards, so make it 2nd and 5. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. 2nd and 5 now. Winston, and this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off inside the 5, and a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The number 7 usually lucky here, not for him. 7 picks he's thrown in this game. That's only happened 6 times since 1960.
And I know that the most recent time it happened, the guy who threw him, he had won a Heisman Trophy in college, so sometimes you just have a lousy game. Doesn't necessarily mean it's a bad career, but when you're talking about one game, 7, you're right, not lucky at all.
Yeah, Ty Detmer, the last to do it in 2001, to throw 7 picks. Well, one side moves on, and then, of course, there's the other side, and now they face what they don't want to face, and that's the offseason.
Think about the journey just getting to this game. Preseason, right? The OTAs and mini camps before that. Going through the regular season, fighting and scratching and clawing to make it to the playoffs. And then to get to this game, one game short of a conference championship, they'll have the whole offseason to think about it. Let's see if they use it as motivation.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. It's a win for the Cowboys as we sign off and say so long from Arlington.
Honey, I dash, got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, they will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone, watch me celebrate. I'm cocky, I do my dance, jump in the stands. No man, man, I'll deal with the hands. Thought he could guard me, I ruin they plans. I do what I want, they do what they can. Got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, honey, y'all dash, 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 yeah. They can't catch up cause they lacking the stamina. Way too advanced to be playing with amateurs. Stay on attack when they tackle like damager. They react and play it back on the camera. Hot boy, just consider me flammable. Sure shot, I got all the intangibles. Need a leash, I'm a beast, I'm an animal. Eat the competition up like a animal. Know the game like I wrote up the manual. I do weekly what you do on the annual. MVP, that decision unanimous. Big dogs, I don't think they can handle it. Battlefield, it's just me and my warriors. Guaranteed we emerging victorious. Years, blood, sweat, tears, it's glorious. I remember